In business, Mega Globe reveals plans to start direct flight between Hong Kong and Maldives. During the Maldivian celebrated at Shanghai Tourism Fair, Mega Globe revealed that direct scheduled flights between Hong Kong and Maldives will begin in 2011. They did not confirm a specific date. Currently, direct flights are scheduled to Maldives from Chengdu, Guangzhou and Kunming of China. 23 Maldivian tourist representatives participated in this year's CITM fair. European finance ministers are meeting in Brussels to discuss the details of a bailout worth more than 85 billion euros for the Irish Republic.
Eurozone ministers were also joined by those from outside, including UK Chancellor George Osborne, who said it was in the whole of Europe's interest to bring this matter to a close. French Finance Minister Christian Lagarde said a deal was nearly done. The interest rate the Irish will have to pay on the loan is yet to be agreed. The talks between the 16 Eurozone members and the 3 countries who have offered direct bilateral loans to the Irish Republic, the UK, Sweden and Denmark, will be followed by another meeting of finance ministers from all 27 EU countries. On Saturday, thousands of people demonstrated in Dublin against the IMF and EU bailout and against the government's austerity budget. The budget announced last week aims to resolve the country's debt crisis via tax rises and spending cuts. As ministers gathered in Brussels on Sunday, Irish Finance Minister was delayed due to heavy snowfall in Dublin. Speaking to the media as they arrived, several ministers were optimistic that the rescue package would be agreed. The EU and the IMF have agreed to the financial bailout, but the ministers want to reach an outline agreement before the financial markets reopen on Monday. Ministers have said the negotiations about the interest rate for any loans were still ongoing, despite Irish state broadcaster RTE reporting that the rate to be paid on part of the loan could be as much as 6.7% higher than the rate charged to Greece for its bailout, which has raised concerns from opposition parties. The austerity package announced on Wednesday by Prime Minister includes proposal to cut the minimum wage, slash the number of public sector jobs and increase taxes in order to save 15 billion euros over the next 4 years.
In sports, Juventus missed a chance to gain a round on leaders Milan as they needed a late goal from Simon Pepe to salvage a 1-1 draw against Fiorentina at the Stadio Olimpico in Turin. An own goal from Marco Motta stunned the home side, and the Bianconero wasted a plethora of chances until Pepe's late goal salvaged a draw in one of Italy's most fiercely contested rivalries. Fiorentina wasted no time silencing the Bianconero faithful as the visitors took a shock lead in the 3rd minute. Gaetano Di Gostiano's free kick delivery was headed out on the left flank to Juan Manuel Vargas, who took a touch and blasted across that Marco Motta inexplicably headed into his own net. It was a dream start for the Viola and an unwelcome early sucker punch for the hosts. It took the old lady 10 minutes to recover from the early blow, but chances for Leandro Banocchi and Milas Karaski went begin. AC Milan saw their 4-game winning streak step on Saturday when they drew 1-1 with host Sampdoria. Milan opened the scoring through Robinho in the first half, where they totally dominated, and Sampdoria managed to turn the table around with Gianpaolo Pazzini hitting in the equalizer. Milan stayed top, but Lazio could close the gap to 1 point if they win on Sunday. Roger Federer eased past Novak Djokovic in straight sets at the ATP World Tour Finals, where he'll face Rafael Nadal for the titling tomorrow. The second-ranked Swiss defeated number 3 Djokovic 6-1, 6-4 in the semi-finals at the Zero2 Arena in London. Federer, 29, is trying to join Pete Sampras and Ivan Lendl as the only man to win the season's ending championships 5 times. Nadal, who is yet to win the tournament that is contested by the best 8 players in the world, has beaten Federer in 14 of their 21 meetings. Nadal advanced to his first final by defeating Andy Murray of Britain in a match that lasted 3 hours, 10 minutes. Federer only needed 1 hour 90 minutes to advance. Federer easily won the first set from Djokovic after twice breaking serve and hitting 13 winners. The 23-year-old Djokovic, who will play in the Davis Cup final against France next week, fought back in the second set to break for a 2-0 lead. Federer broke back to trial 3-2 and 16-time major tournament winner forced a double break for 5-4 with the forehand return before serving out of the win. Nadal hit central this year's tournament after this most successful season, winning the French Open, Wimbledon and the US Open. His first title in New York made him the youngest man since tennis turned professional in 1968 to win all 4 majors. And now we'll take a look at the weather updates.